Are you planning to file Form I-130 for your spouse? Today, we will answer the most frequently asked questions about the I-130 petition process, providing expert tips to help you navigate the U.S. immigration laws smoothly. Stay tuned for everything you need to know to successfully file for your loved one. Welcome to Direct U.S. Immigration's channel, where you get direct access to our most up-to-date immigration and global mobility space. I am an immigration attorney with almost a decade's worth of experience, and today we're here to answer your questions. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Maitreya Brown, and I'm a U.S. immigration attorney based in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. I'm also the principal attorney at Direct U.S. Immigration, where we work with clients in all 50 states and around the world. Before we start, click on the like and subscribe button to follow our Immigration Hub to get the latest immigration information that could be vital to your case. And also, be sure to stick around until the end to get 3 bonus tips to ensure a successful case. Now, one common problem with filing Form I-130 is that some cases receive a request for evidence letter. This is a letter that USCIS will issue if they feel that the information submitted with your case is not strong enough and therefore does not make the USCIS officer believe that there is a bona fide relationship. So today, we're going to discuss how to get around and ahead of it by going through frequently asked questions for Form I-130. Now, what is Form I-130? Form I-130 is a petition filed with the USCIS by a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident to establish a qualifying relationship with an eligible relative, such as a spouse who wishes to immigrate to the United States. Who can submit Form I-130? Only a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident can submit Form I-130 on behalf of the relative. A U.S. citizen can sponsor parents, siblings, a spouse, and children of any age or marital status. Lawful permanent residents, more commonly referred to as green card holders, may only sponsor their spouse and unmarried children under the age of 21. What documentation is required to file Form I-130? So key documents include proof of your U.S. citizenship or permanent residency status, and proof of relationship, which may include a marriage or birth certificates, proof of termination of prior marriages, if applicable, photos together, and evidence of a shared life together. What are the steps after filing Form I-130? After filing Form I-130, USCIS will review the petition, request additional information if necessary, and make a decision. If approved, the petition will proceed to the National Visa Center for further processing if the foreign spouse is outside of the U.S. Now, if the foreign spouse or family member is inside the U.S. and an immigrant visa number is available for the individual, you can proceed with filing the green card application. For immediate relatives, an immigrant visa number is always available, so Form I-130 is often concurrently filed with Form I-485, which is the green card application. Where do I file Form I-130? The form can be filed online via the USCIS website or by mail to the appropriate USCIS lockbox. The filing location depends on where you live, which courier you use, and whether you are filing along with Form I-45, which is that application to register permanent residence, or just status. Now, what happens after USCIS approves Form I-130? So if the family member, also known as the beneficiary, is outside of the U.S., the petition will go to the National Visa Center for consular processing. If the beneficiary is inside of the U.S. and eligible, they may file Form I-45 to adjust status. If the Form I-45 was filed concurrently, USCIS will begin processing that petition automatically. How long does it take to process Form I-130? So processing times vary based on the petitioner's status, volume of applications, and case specifications. Checking USCIS processing times online can provide an estimate. How do I check my Form I-130 case status? You can check the status of your petition on the USCIS website using your receipt number. Staying informed helps ensure you do not miss important updates or requirements. Now, as promised, here are 3 bonus tips that an applicant may not know about. So when filing Form I-130, which again is that petition for alien relative, applicants can increase their chances of a smooth process by paying attention to few lesser-known strategies. So here are 3 bonus tips that can help. First is submit evidence of a bona fide relationship beyond the minimum requirements. Although USCIS requests certain basic documents such as marriage certificates, birth certificates, etc., to prove the relationship between the petitioner and the beneficiary, submitting additional evidence can strengthen your petition. So for example, joint financial documents, so bank statements, tax returns, or leases that show you and your spouse share financial responsibilities. Photos together over time. Include photos with family or friends to show a long-term relationship beyond staged wedding pictures. Correspondence. Provide copies of messages or letters exchanged, especially if the relationship was long distance at any point. USCIS looks for evidence that the relationship is genuine, and extra documentation can make a significant difference. Number 2 is file multiple I-130 petitions together if applicable. Now, if you are petitioning for more than one family member at a time, for example, a spouse and children, you can file the I-130 forms in a single package. This can help ensure that USCIS processes the petitions together and reduces the risk of delays. However, each family member still needs their own individual form, and separate filing fees apply for each petition, although exceptions do apply if the petitioner is a U.S. citizen versus the petitioner being a lawful permanent resident, and whether the family is inside or outside of the U.S. Now, bundling these petitions also allows you to submit shared supporting evidence, such as proof of your citizenship or permanent resident status, only once rather than duplicating it for each petition. However, it is always helpful to duplicate it just in case, the officer wants to see it duplicated. Now, third is keep copies and track your case diligently. USCIS processing times can be unpredictable, and documents can sometimes be lost or delayed. So here are some steps to mitigate the issue. So make copies of everything. Always keep copies of your completed I-130 form and all supporting documents. These can be invaluable if anything gets lost, or if you need to reference the submission later. Send by tracked mail. If mailing the form, use a shipping service that provides delivery confirmation and tracking. Check processing times regularly. After filing, check the USCIS website for current I-130 processing times, which vary by service center. This can give you a sense of how long your case may take and when you should follow up. Sign up for case status alerts. When you receive your receipt number, sign up for automatic case updates from USCIS so you know when your case moves forward. By being thorough, proactive, and organized, you reduce the chances of delays and requests for more evidence, so RFEs, which can slow the process.